السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, that has, alhamdulillah, given us the ability to acquire an original piece of Kiswa, the Qandeel, as they call in Arabic, the Qandeel. It's an original piece, alhamdulillah, and we are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that has allowed this to happen. So inshallah, I'll be sharing with you some of the key features of the original Qandeel, and inshallah I hope you can benefit from the knowledge being shared, inshallah. So the first thing is, this piece, you can see it unfortunately has been cut on the side. You can see the left hand side has much of a gap left, but the right hand side, it has been cut quite close. And many years ago, in terms of when they remove the Kiswa from the Kaaba, sometimes they would cut very abruptly, and it may have been the case that it was cut like this by the workers that removed the Kiswa, or it has been cut by somebody else. I'm not quite sure what the reason for it was, but khair, alhamdulillah, it's an amazing to have an original Qandeel. Obviously the question is, how do we know it's authentic? The first thing is, the original Qandeel will have the Kiswa must be silk. Okay, the Kiswa of the Kaaba has been made from silk for a long period of time, and the first thing is, you must check the fabric is silk. We have tested this for silk, alhamdulillah, it is 100% silk. The second thing, obviously, with silk, it must have a smooth texture to it. Silk is very smooth and soft, and this is very smooth and soft. Another feature you may see is this. You can see the edging of the Kiswa. Now the Kiswa, when they produce the Qandeel or the Hizam, they use plain. You can see this is all plain. There is no writing on there. So it must be plain background, it must be silk. And you may see the Kiswa factory still used today. They have this yellow line that goes around the edges. May not be present on all of them, but this particular one, you can see it has this yellow line going all the way down. Obviously it's been cut, so it's not going to be present on the right hand side. Then you have the wiring. Now this is actually all gold plated, but the wiring itself is silver. And if I show you this side over here, you can see it's silver. Now what's happened here is the color has worn off. Certain areas the color is quite normal for it to wear off. Again, you can see over here it's silver. It's like a dull silver color. So this is pure silver, and you have the wiring originally is gold plated, not pure gold. Okay, what they do is they will have silver wiring, and they will either use the pure silver wiring for the embroidery, and if they have gold elements, then they will use gold plated silver wire. The core is silver. Okay, in order for them to bend the wiring, it's mainly silver, it's a majority silver core, but they will have to add other metals in order for it to allow to turn it into gilt thread. So it's mainly made up of silver, but there are other metals in there as well. Now the replica, if you take a tissue and you give it a good rub or a sponge or something hard, you will see behind the gold plating it will turn red, and this is because they use copper. In the replica, majority of them, they use copper as the core. The core is silver with gold plating. the background is silk. You can see the wear and tear across. This is just natural wear. You can see there are areas where the Kiswa, they sometimes clean the Kiswa with a brush and there are signs of damage. It's not new. You can see there are areas where the Kiswa is worn. Okay. The second thing is, if you look at the back, and I'm just going to turn this over. The back of the Kiswa, this particular one, some type of glue has been applied to it. I'm not quite sure why, but you can't see you can see the thread, but it's all been glued. And one thing they do with the Kiswa is they will join one letter to another letter. It's all connected up. It will be fully connected up. Okay, that's one of the other key aspects of the original Kiswa. The replica, they don't do this. They don't connect up one to another. Okay, you can see the quality of the back. It's quite dirty, quite used, stains, and the glue. Okay, that looks like a number of some sort. Okay, again, the backing cloth they tend to use is cotton, so you can check if this is cotton, and this is just to give the Kiswa strength. You can see here they've applied glue to try and stick the cotton to the silk. Okay, can't open it anymore because there you have the stitching. So you can see the backing. That's one of the indicators to look for. And nowadays the Kiswa, they have it's all stuck on top of the main Kiswa, so it may not be as dirty as this. This particular piece is quite old, early Saudi period, maybe more than 50, 60 years old, maybe King Khalid period. Okay, it's quite an old piece, just from the design and from the fact that the whole thing is gold plated. Nowadays they have the gold plating on the inside and the silver on the outside, I believe. Okay, so a number of key features. The wiring has to be silver with gold plating. You can always rub a little and see what comes off and see what's beneath. There may be the edging to finish like this, it may not be. The most important thing is the Kiswa. The backing is plain and it is silk. It must be smooth. And this particular piece reads Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. Anyway, Jazakallah khair for watching. Hope you found it beneficial, inshallah, and we will be uploading some more videos soon. Jazakallahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.